To start off this class of March Heifers, there's just one that is a super practical, well-designed female. She's correct in her angles. She's really assured in the way she sets down her rear too. She's one that, doesn't maybe, I'd like to change her, make her a little better in her forerib. But past that, super deep-bodied, tons of, lower rib shape, and she's just a super practical female that I think will be successful not only in the show ring for this young lady, but also come pasture time. That comes in second, it's actually better in her forerib than the one that's ahead of her. That's definitely an advantage that she has over the class winner, another deep-bodied maternal female. My issues with her in comparison to my class winner come when she's set in the motion. I'd like to see her get around a little more comfort and ease, if she's going to compete with our class winner. The one that comes in next is another one of those really maternal, long, big-bodied females that just comes with so much substance. But I think the issue is that she kind of runs out of that substance in her rear quarter. I'd like to see a little more power in her lower stifle, a little more muscle shape if she's going to compete with what's ahead of her in terms of in this class. The one that comes in next is, again, another big-bodied maternal female, but I think the issues with her is when she's set in motion. She's just a little short-stepping and a little choppy on her rear, too. But I think she's another one of those ones that's really good in her forerib, and I think in comparison to those that are ahead of her, she's one that maybe has a little more power in her rear quarter compared to the one that's ahead of her. But the female that comes in next, parked and planted, I've got no major complaints about her. I think that's a female that comes with so much body, so much turn to her rib, and she's actually really elevated in her front 1/3 and her head and neck. My issues, and you can it kind of hints to this when she's parked and planted, she's just a little too straight off both ends. She's really tight in her spine, so when she gets on the move, it's just a little bit more of a chore for this female to get out and go. To round out the class, we've got a female that I think is, again, still a female that brings a lot of quality to the table. She actually gets out and goes with more reach than some of those that are ahead of her on her rear, too. My issues with her is I just like to see more of this female. I'd like to see, deeper bodied. I'd like to see, she needs to be deeper in her lower stifle. I just want to see more of this female. She just becomes a little too, high and tight in her lower quarter for me, and that's where I think she ends up rounding out this class. But again, a well-designed feminine female that does get out and go with a little more reach than some that are ahead of her.